Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the On Point Podcast. I'm Dr. Joe Blake, your host. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, wonderful morning. Get started here. Grab me a pen and paper in case I need it. Pen's not here now, okay? Change some order of things. Yep. Get ready to get going. Saturday morning here. Saturday morning to grab a few things here. And yes, let's kind of transition here. All right. Again, welcome to the On Point Podcast. I'm your host here, Dr. Joe Blake. My son's in the background. I'm going to bring it here shortly. This morning, we got some wonderful, great information again. We're going to be bringing you more about creating your own luck, how transforming this the difficult economy here. And I'll tell you, it's going to be some good information. So let me just bring my son on. Let's bring him on right now. Joseph, let's see. You there, son?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Glad to be here.
All right. How's your day going?
It's going pretty good. Can't
All
complain.
right. And the family's all there. Family's all good.
We're all good.
All right, son. All right. Okay. So I wanted to start out and share with everyone what we have for them. After we speak here and share, we have our ebook that's going to be available on our website to download. A little small ebook, talk about creating luck, opportunities born out of struggle. And in the ebook, we're going to have some table of contents there, different lucky insights for creating luck for yourself, which is when opportunity meets, when preparation meets opportunity. Gives you more information about that. This will be available on our website at actionablefinancialliteracy.com. It's going to tell you some about the passage about it. Talks about embracing the struggle, information about mindset. Another concept that we really don't have the time to explain in this session of creating your own luck, but Camp 10 goals. Camp 10 goals. It starts out with clarity, accountability, mindset. Some more information that's in there, but there's more details. So you can go download this resource on our website and just get more into understanding those different things that help you create more opportunities, create your own luck, because that's when your mindset creates that opportunity in life. So Joseph, you looked through that little ebook yourself. What do you think about that?
I found it very insightful. I mean, it definitely gives you some additional perspective on creating your own luck and how to turn some disadvantaged situations to your benefit. So I definitely recommend people reach out and get that tool.
All right. Okay. And again, it's on our website. That website is scrolling at the bottom there, actionablefinancialliteracy.com. All right. So let's move on now. Here's our presentation, and we're at part 2 of this particular set. talks about we're left off on real life examples of successful struggle, and the examples that they shared with us from our research. One of the examples, well, two of the main examples, talk about Oprah Winfrey, Oprah. Oh, I get tongue tied sometimes. Then there's J.K. Rowling's. Both of those individuals face significant struggles finding success or going through success. And their stories, you can read some more about their stories, illustrate how they persevered through hardship and led to exceptional achievements. I remember when I was a little kid, man, and first time I met Oprah, I can't remember what grade I was in, but she was on Stricker and Lafayette Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. 900 block of Stricker and Lafayette Avenue, right across from school, School 35. And I remember because I mean I was a kid, man, and she was on Channel 13 News in Baltimore. And one day she went down to School 35 and was like, greeting the boys and girls and the kids. And she was on the corner and they were mobbing her. All the kids was mobbing and because she's on Channel 13. And back then, that was the late 70s, man. That was the late 70s. And all them kids was like her all on her, man. It's like I wanted to see what she looked like too, but it was like too many kids. Got all the kids on her. So I was like, man, let me go see. So let me run up on the top of the steps. They had steps, marble steps in the front. Let me see who she looks like. So I hopped up on the top of the steps and I looked up, I got to the top and I looked down and I seen her. And I was like, man, she looked like my Aunt Lorraine. Because back then she had a little short bush. And I was like, she looked like my Aunt Lorraine. I was like, she looked like family, basically. I was like, same lady. But that was way back then. And now she's got TV shows, TV stations, and everything. So that back then, Channel 13, she was kind of like struggling, be a newscaster and all that good stuff. And then now look at her now on half the planet. She say something and people listen. But and then J.K. Rowling, but tell me what you know about J.K. Rowling, Joey.
I mean, she's the creator of Harry Potter. I mean, it started out as a novel. I know she's the first billionaire author. So that's what I kind of find intriguing about her. And
yeah, billionaire author. I got a few books. Let me get to a billion. I'll do some good things with that. So they just to highlight the fact that no matter where you come from, how simple it may be to you right now, is not what you do now can determine where you'll be later. So where you are now, you got to do what you can, all you can. So when your later comes, then you'll be better off. So you got to take care of what's happening now, because later will be a now then. So it'll be better, but you got to take care of things now. All right. So skills developed through overcoming challenges. So the skills that you develop now will help you handle those skills when it comes later. So do now what you want to do later, because if you don't do it now, you mess it up now, and you ain't gonna be no good later. So overcoming those struggles often cultivates essential skills such as resilience, adaptability, and problem solving, because you got to be able to get over that challenge, get over that hill. And even the word tells us that see that a man that's faithful in the small things, he'll be faithful in least things. He'll be faithful in things that are greater. So if you can't be take care of things that belongs to another person, another man, another business, God can't trust you with something that's going to be of your own, because you won't know how to handle it. And when it comes to pass and you're not doing something right here, when you get your own, you'll just be a greater fool. So you got to be mindful of that. So those skills that you acquire has to help you facilitate personal growth and enhance your personal professional competencies. So you have to be mindful of what you do. You just can't do it because you feel like you're doing it. You can't do it because of what my daddy said. That's why my son's getting his own education. My daddy said this, but he's going to school on his own. He's getting his own professional skills and everything, but he's seeing how once you get those skills, how to use them to his best advantage. What do you think about that, son?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, I've seen you being successful in education. I've seen what it's done for your life, and I want to experience the same. So I kind of journey along my own path.
Yeah, Yeah, because you once you see it done, you follow in that path. Because even in Hebrews chapter 6:12 says, "And follow those who faith and patience inherit the promise." You don't follow the individual, follow their faith and their patience. So faithfully following what and follow that pattern that God they laid out. Okay, this got to you don't have to do exactly, but you faithfully follow God's directions for them, and then you'll have those same type of blessings. Now you got your own ills and whatever to go through. You know God to fix that if but you have to be mindful of that. All right. So next point is strategies for embracing the struggle, because you're gonna go through some struggles, and well, how does it, the word also says the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent taken by force. So I mean, there's gonna be some struggles you have to go through. You gotta sometimes you gotta knuckle up and yeah. Now I'm the type of Christian, they turn the other cheek. Yep. But I'm from the hood, so you gotta watch it because sometimes I'll go back. Well, no, I ain't gonna fight. But anyway, you gotta embrace the struggles that you may go through. So growth mindset fosters resilience and viewing challenges as opportunities for you to improve. If you gotta go through some challenges, you gotta improve, you do that. Research it also shows that we have to maintain a growth mindset that likely persists when you face difficulties. So the first time you get on the bicycle, you fall. What do? Do you get up? Do you give up? No. What do you do, Joy? What did you do, Joy? First time you rode a bike and you fell.
Oh, I was adamant to learn, so I followed up with you the very next day, and I want to ask you to teach me how to ride a bike.
Yeah, this dude. I was at the fire station then, right? I was at work, and he was like, "Dad," he called me. You gotta show me how to ride a bike, Daddy. I was like, "All right, son, I'll do that." No, when you come home, Dad, I'm gonna ride a bike. I said, "Okay, son, I got you." I was on the fire station. I got off work that morning, went home, and when I got home, he was going to school. So Daddy got to go to school. When I come back, ride a bike. All right, son. He went to school, came back. The moment that brother came through the door, okay, Daddy, we need to ride a bike. I said, all right, son. No, Daddy, we need to. All right. He was adamant. He was persistent because the day before, his mama, the next door neighbor, tried to help him. Didn't work out for him. He came back, and that dude was persistent. That's one thing I have to say about him. He was persistent. So you can't let you fall and get not able to get back up to do it. I knew that was my son. He's persistent, but it leads to greater and greater success and greater achievements. You got to always face for that. And by the way, he's my boy. He's working. I'm kind of bragging on my son a little bit. Working on his PhD. I got a picture of my son going to the first grade, getting on his first grade bus. So when he graduates, when he finishes his PhD, I want to take a picture of him walking across the stage and a video with first grade PhD picture and a video. You got to embrace the growth. You got to embrace the growth. You got to embrace the struggle, knowing that you can get through it. Now, my mom is in heaven, never graduated from high school. Her grandson doing that, her son and grandson, that's going to be a big deal. All right, let's keep going. Build resilience through self-care. So self-care is building resilience through tough times, engaging in activities that promote physical, emotional, and mental well-being, such as exercise, mindfulness, hobbies that keep us effectively coping against stress and recovering setbacks. So what are some ways, son, that you may promote physical, emotional well-being? What are some ways that you kind of do that? You and the wife.
Well, for one, I got a gym membership. So I go to the gym fairly often. Try to go at least once or twice a week.
Okay.
Me and my wife, we like to go for walks in the neighborhood. Just a brisk walk. That could do a lot for you. And that I just know when you take care of your body, you take care of your mind. It just helps you with your mind, your spirit, and to keep everything in motion.
Right. Yeah, there's some things that you can apps that are available that you can download One I mentioned before is Insightful Mind. Insightful. I think it's time they have different apps that you can download mindfulness uh, apps that you can listen to music and melody while. Sometimes when I don't really do yard work. I don't call it. I don't think it's not yard work because I ain't cutting grass. I don't do that no more.
Mhm.
But when I'm out there, tinkering around the yard, I'm listening to things. When I listen to music, or I listen to books, or different articles that I'm reading, I'll listen to it on my app when I'm doing it. That mellows me out. Exercise. I also have a gym, so twice a week, I'll go in the morning. I'll go to the gym. I take about 4 laps around this little lap indoor lap. I ain't doing outside stuff. I don't do over that. I try to run around the bike track. I walk and then exercise. So different things to help that resilience grow because as you get a little older, and your body try to stiffen up a little bit. You got to keep it loose because if you start, you got to be green and growing because you're gonna be ripe and dying, but you got to keep loose and stay loose because if you don't, things start sitting down on you. And with you, son, you got babies, so them babies you got to stay loose, man, because 10 years from now, your son's going to come over. This happened to me, man. I got 2 boys, and my 2 boys were like, they came over, they were fitting. They said, Dad, come on over here, Dad. So we're going to take you to the court so we can cross you up. They're going to cross you up. And I was like, oh, hold on now. No, y'all ain't going to cross me up. I don't care if I just had surgery. We're going to make this happen. And so I had to go out there. Yeah, bring it on, bring it on. And what happened? I had to take him. I had to show him, right? Oh, that was you, wasn't it? But you have to have the physical exercise in there, that mindfulness, and different hobbies. I like creating stuff. I got all kind of little ebooks now. They got this new app, man. I would be like, y'all gonna hear from me. I got things that you can listen to and learn. That's what I got a PhD for, because I like to create. And then when I
Mhm.
create things, is things of vital necessity that help us. All right. Networking and seeking support. Networking and seeking support. What that does, it establishes a robust support network where it's crucial during times of struggle. You connect with others, mentors, peers, community support where you can guide, facilitate transformation, challenges for opportunities for growth and support with others. So you have growth and supporting others. Because this world we live in, um, it's enough for all of us to benefit and grow. And we are not one person has all of the answers. You may have an answer in a certain area, a certain department, but it could you want to create a community where we all have a side of what we do that makes it better. Now we're talking about financial um, uh, literacy here and financial legacy. So what I'm sharing here, even though we're talking about creating your own luck, all this encompasses a lot of things. We're talking here about your mental health, your physical health, your well-being. All that is important when you talk about financial literacy. Because if your mind ain't right, your body ain't right, you ain't gonna think straight. And when those things aren't in order, you're gonna have to take whatever wealth of money you have to get those things taken care of. You're not thinking right, you're not sleeping right, your money ain't gonna be right because all that money is gonna be used over here to try to take care of you, get your body in order, and it doesn't help, doesn't it? And then if you're networking, your family's not together, if you're worried about your family, then your mind ain't gonna be right to make any type of money. You're gonna be spending more time on a job or more time trying to make money so you can take care of all the things that is not being satisfied to take care of at home. So you need a network where those network of folks can kind of help you do the things you don't do or don't want to do that you can lean on for some type of support when you need it. What do you think about those things, son?
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine those that may not have had an upbringing or influence in their life and missed out on growing
Yeah.
or knowing.
Hmm. It's just hard for me to imagine that. I mean, I'm fortunate to have, you know, a network and support system. So, I mean, it definitely helps when you go through challenges in life. You know, you got people at the very least, at the very minimum, you know, you can talk to, you know, kind of be like a sounding board, let you know whether or not you're going in the right direction.
Mhm. Yeah, because you know, you call me, I'm gonna tell you right off the back what you know. Said.
You can be a little frank sometimes.
I'm your daddy, though, right? I tell you, I love you, man. I said, but I ain't your buddy, I ain't your friend. I'm your daddy. I'm
Hmm.
gonna let you know. But I'm gonna tell you in love, though, right?
Right.
Tell you in love, because you know when it comes back around, no matter what you call, daddy, I need, I'm on my way. And
Hmm.
you can say, what? Just tell me the time and place. I'm there. You know, you need something, just tell me the amount and when. That's it. Yeah, because that's what a dad is for. And it's a good thing your daddy done hump the, you know, I done hump some mountains myself to have to give. I ain't running away from it.
Hmm.
Right. But you know, but it took me to learn from my mom and to make things happen. So, and my uncles, my dad to a degree, man, my uncles, man, my mom. I stopped doing things because of not do things because. Oh, okay, here we go. Setting goals for personal development. So here they talk about SMART goals. That's why I provided the Camp 10 goals because SMART is too short. It's not enough. You're creating goals for your life, and those goals are for your whole life. SMART is like too short, too simple. It's not enough. Yeah, expand on goals that's going to create something that's more viable, that's more conclusive, that's going to really make a dent in the complexity of what's needed. That's going to take care of your foundation for your financial literacy, financial legacy, and your financial legend for your family. So, camp, the smart is there, but camp is more detailed, more viable for the future. Those are my those are my inputs. Those are my defining moments for
I
future.
seen it.
What you say, son?
Someone in the background was trying to get my attention.
Okay. Tell them they can join. You want to join in? Come on. Come have this insights.
They don't walked off.
All right. Continuous learning and adaptation. So that's what I'm talking about. Adaptability, continuous learning. Key over that's key to continuous to get over struggles. You got to keep learning, keep adapting, embrace new skills, adapt to change. Uh, that's how you navigate things. You know, you see, it's kind of this is the analogy I use. Like, if you're in a boat, you're going down a river. You got to be able to get around rocks, get around things in the river. You got to navigate around it. Only way you can navigate around it is you take it, watch the challenges. It's continuously learning that the river's going a certain way. You gotta. Now, I have never been a river down a river boat like that, but I can see it, except for the music parks, Disneyland, stuff like that. But you got to be continuous with it. All right, so that's that's the end, my friend. Creating your own luck. So luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So when you're prepared for challenge, not every challenge, but a challenge, period. When you know there's going to be a bump in the road, you don't know how the bump's going to be. If there's going to be a pothole in the road, you don't know how deep the pothole is going to be, but you know there's a pothole and you know there's a bump, you can adjust. You don't know how you need to adjust, what adjustment's going to look like, but you know there's an adjustment coming. You know to adjust. Financially, that's where I have those four windows of success. But that was another class, another podcast. You may have to go look at the rest of some of the other ones that talks about those type of adjustment. This one here, we're just talking about creating your own luck. And creating your own luck is when preparation meets opportunity. What are any other insights you have for that, son?
Um, no, I think I mean, I like that definition of creating your own love preparation. I mean, you always got to be prepared. Like I've learned that through life myself. It's just you never know when the opportunity will come, but you won't be prepared for the opportunity if you don't prepare. So it's always important to be working on your craft, honing your skills. So when that opportunity does come, you're ready to hit the ground running with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get then that comes from my firefighting life. We had a jacket on the door, we had our boots right by the door, and so you come over there, uh, 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 jacket, put that on, snap everything up, get on the truck, and ready to go. All right, so the next 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about a subject that's along with this: financial behaviors, emotional intelligence, in tough times. And we're going to have a guest speaker, and her name is Dr. Carla. I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name because I know I mess it up. But Dr. Carla is going to be talking about emotional intelligence. And she's going to be talking about for parents and their young adults and their children. Now, Joseph is my son. He's a grown man, though. Joey's 30. Well, I ain't gonna tell you how old Joey is. I'll be 59 in a couple of weeks, but Joey is. So if I'm 59, you can just imagine how old that dude is. So, but Carla has a gift of talking about emotional intelligence to young adults and children. And I met her at a networking meeting, and she just shared some of her insights to her coming through this country, and she's training her. She has teenage kids now, but she has some great insights about emotional intelligence. She has written some best-selling books about it, and different. She touches on how it helps our children grow. Emotional explorers. She has some books and games that she plays with children, and I shared with her how when my kids were small, I played games with them about finance. Now, the games I played with my kids, they weren't really kid games. They were adult games. It's just that I played it with them, and I let her know that I felt we had some good results from the games we played. Do you remember some of the games we played, son?
Yeah, one of the games we played the most was cash flow.
Right.
Cash flow. So
that was the adult version of cash flow, not the kid version, but the adult version of cash flow. And what do you think is one of the big things that you got for playing that game, son?
Well, if you ever, if the audience familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, probably not pronouncing his last name correct, but he talks about having assets to pay for your liabilities, so you can kind of live the lifestyle that you want. So in the game, you kind of go through different obstacles, and you try to accumulate assets that'll bring you a certain amount of income where you could basically live live the lifestyle that you want. So that was kind of the main takeaways that I got from that game.
Yeah. And so how many properties do you have so far?
I have 2 rentals and I have a timeshare.
Okay. So he's down that road already. So which is good. Now, do you remember reading any books when you were growing up?
Yeah, I've read quite a few of Robert's books. I mean, he has like a whole series. So my dad used to bring me along with some of his meetings where he would meet with clients and discuss personal finances. And while he was meeting with his clients, I'd be looking at a lot of these, reading through a lot of the books, and we spent so much time at different bookstores that a lot of times I would read the entire book. And then, so I've read through a lot of the series. So so it's like I read it. So it was I didn't have to buy the book because I had read it already. So I became a sponge for knowledge. I just loved personal finance, and it just became something that I've carried with me in my life.
When he told we obviously we talked about it, but every time when he tells me, it just gets me. So Carla has things already prepared for kids when they're young to read things like that. Now, if I didn't, well, she was around then, I could turn them on to those books, but she already has a series. she has a passion for that. So she's going to be talking about that on June 21st. That's when she's going to be on the show. We're going to start talking next week about some of the things that Joey just talked about and how, because I have 4 adult children, 4 of my kids have master's degrees. 3 out of the 4 teach at colleges like me, and then my baby girl is a major. So I didn't know what I was doing. I kind of knew what I was doing when they were young, but what I thought I was doing worked out. No, I'm not to say that we're all perfect enough like that. It worked out. Learning when they were young. So that's what we're going to start talking about next week. And again, next week, the next 2 weeks, where the title is going to be financial behaviors, emotional intelligence in tough times. Because right now we're living in tough times, and actually tough times when good things get going. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'll put you in the background and just hold on for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, just want to remind everybody again that you can scan this QR code, download the second volume of my trilogy, Building Financial Legacy. There's literacy lasts a lifetime, legacy lasts for generations. As we take the information that we learn, pass it to the next generation, which is what I'm doing. You see, that's my baby. That's my oldest son, my oldest baby. He's taking the information to go on. He's getting his own PhD by his own right. It's something that he wants to do. I appreciate that, and he's doing that. So that's legacy. You want to create legacy in your life. Now, not to say everybody has to go get a PhD, but that's just what my boy is doing. Legacy in your life. So download that QR code for that book. Second thing is to like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe gets the information that's out there. Also, download this app. I'm getting this revamped, so hopefully you'll be able to get it logged in there. But when you like and subscribe to the channel, you go to my website that was scrolling at the bottom. When you like and subscribe to the channel, you go to the website, you log into the website. There's a membership for the channel. It's $25 a month. Helps me keep all these things going. Helps me keep relevant and be able to share more information with you. Because the stuff is keep it going. I need the subscribers. So actually, just go to my website, subscribe to the channel as well. $25 a month. You get more resources. I mean, I give a lot. I like to share the information to help everyone learn more and grow more. I give it in such a simple way that is achievable and understandable. I do my best to do it that way. So subscribe, like, become a member. That's all I ask. All right. Again, so this has been Dr. Joe Blake with the On Point Podcast, where our goal is to remind you to stay tuned, stay informed, and stay on point. We'll see you again next week, and we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, wonderful day. God bless.